Good morning, hockey fans. This is Stephen Heisler with HeisHockey.com, the Victoria's Hockey Company, and the Junior Hockey Discussion Group on Facebook. You are watching the Junior Hockey Morning Show. We are on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, WSBN.TV, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Hopefully this morning in your living room, in your car, sitting at your office, wherever you are today, and we hope that you are enjoying the first part of summer and the Stanley Cup playoffs. Today is Friday, June 9th. We'll talk about last night's Panthers win in overtime over the Knights. And we'll get into the easiest ways a player or prospect can lose the interest of a team. Connor Venege scored the game winner, 4:27 into overtime last night, giving Florida its first ever victory in the Stanley Cup Finals. It marked the first Stanley Cup final win in franchise history for the Panthers, who were swept by the Colorado Avalanche back in 1996 in their only other appearance. All right, I did say that Panthers were going to get swept by the Knights. Stuff happens. Got lucky last night, got the game winner in overtime. That's going to happen. Does it mean they are a better team than the Knights? Right now, I don't think so. Nothing proved yesterday other than they were able to get some energy from the home crowd that was about probably a third from Golden Knights anyway. So we'll see what happens in Game 4. To our junior hockey topic today. Players are always asking questions. Out of comfort, they often turn to mom and dad to get those answers for them. Mom and dad have been answering questions and getting responses from coaches and teams their entire life. So it doesn't surprise me to hear that it happens at the junior level, the AAA level of midgets or bantams. But really, from bantam on, after Pee Wee, mom and dad have to stop asking those questions. You got to let the kid do that. If you don't let them do it then, the maturation process is really being retarded. You will quickly learn that's not the best way to get a coach's attention, along with 4 other great ways to lose it altogether. This coffee sponsored by the Stella Coffee Company, North American Hockey League. Alex Carey is still using his old cup from 8 years ago? 7 years ago? It works. Number 5, bad presentation. We've all seen it. Kid walks into the rink, looks like a hood rat. They don't understand that the way you walk, talk, dress, behave, and play are all going to be considered when identifying a prospect. The entire package is equally important. Sure, you may have lit the lamp a dozen times, but if you dress like a hood rat and can't complete a sentence without dropping an F-bomb, there's a really good chance there's going to be a big red X next to your name on the roster. Just the way it is. You're going to represent that coach, that team, that school maybe, and you want to act like you're not from this world, or maybe you are of this world, but you're going to act like someone that team really doesn't want representing them, then there's a good chance you're not going to go to that team. Don't bother trying out. If that's the way you want to walk into the rink, if that's the way you want to act when you get there, then don't bother go jumping on the ice. Why would you bother? If you know the coach is a hardliner before walking into the building, but you're going to walk in like that, you're just wasting ice time. Maybe that's the idea. Number 4, body language kind of goes along with number 3 or 5. Yes, it's a big one on and off the ice. Are your emotions in check? What emotions are evident when the incoming pass is off the mark? What about practice? Can you handle constructive criticism? Instruction. What happens when there's a mistake made and you get replaced in a power play? Do you sulk in the corner? You go down the end of the bench and do a little cry, maybe thing? There's an old deodorant commercial stating that we should never let them see you sweat. Apply that to your game, on and off the ice. Save the anger, tears, and unhappiness for the drive home. Don't ever let the team or coach see it. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a major problem. If you can't control your emotions, both the good ones and the bad ones, you don't want to over celebrate something. It's nice to do a little silly. That's fine. Don't go crazy. You didn't win the Stanley Cup. Especially if your team is down 5-1 and you score a goal. Relax. You have more work to do. Job's not done yet. Number 3, retaliation. There's a good reason opposing coaches will send a pass out onto the ice with the sole purpose of getting under your skin. I was that guy. It's one of the best ways to take an impact player completely out of his game. When it happens to you, and if you're good, it will, the reaction should be not to two-hand the pest across the back, dropping the gloves, or even crying to the ref that the pest is bullying you. The best reaction is to ignore the pest and stay focused on your game. When the pest crosses the line and is about to get some time in the penalty box, don't take the opportunity to try to knock his block off. Let the power play shut him up. Look it. There are physical players that will hit in all 3 zones. It's a new thing. Not really a new thing. Been going on for about 75 years. But it's become popular again. The cycle is turning back around again. Physical play is it. UFC hockey's not going to like that. But it is what it is. If you're one of those pretty boys out there who don't like to get touched because you've been coddled all through your career so far, and you get popped in crossing the neutral zone, don't be a donkey about it. Control yourself. If the guy doing the hitting is still bothering you later on in the game and it gives you a penalty, don't be a donkey. Don't take that somewhere else. Let your team enjoy the power play. Maybe you'll get the score in the power play. Number 2, communication with the coach. This is huge. I don't care how cool you think you are with the coach. Like the court of law, what you say will and can be used against you. He's a coach, not your buddy. He's not your friend. Hopefully, he's not really your dad. Sometimes coaches play that role, but in this situation, when it comes to the hockey, if you're going to talk about your girlfriend or something else with him, still address him as the coach. Still be respectful. But understand, that is someone you must remain professional with at all times. If you want to be treated like a professional, you have to act like one. When you feel the urgency to get something off your chest, mad at the coach. Talk to your advisor, your parent, former teammate, current teammate, or even the captain, long before approaching the coach about it. By all means, don't drunk dial your coach. That is not a good time to have a conversation. That happens. Number 1, speak for yourself. Do not let mom and dad do it for you. There are literally hundreds of players out there that could have been something, but were flagged because of overzealous parents. From the Bantam levels to the National Hockey League, make your own hockey decisions. As an advisor, it's important to give families good options, but they have to make the choices. And really, the player has to make the choices. Short show today. You enjoy your weekend. Watch the Stanley Cup. Don't golf too much. Don't get sunburned. Don't drink too much. Hope that you guys are doing well this off season so far. So until Monday, hope that you enjoy your coffee and have a